Yes, how you doing, my friends? Charles Cather, right here in the heart of the Greek capital, Athens. We opened an office in Thessaloniki, Greece last year, so I've been to Greece. This is actually my second time here in Greece, but first time spending some time here in Athens, Greece. Absolutely love it, you know? So many things I read before I came here to Athens was negative. People I talked to about Athens said, oh, it's dirty, it's not, safe, and all this stuff. And me being American here, traveling by myself on my 42nd birthday, I just got here 2 days ago, my 42nd birthday. I've been all over the world. I've been to around 30 countries and many world capitals. But in my this is going on my third day here, and I'll be here tomorrow until I leave to fly back to Serbia. But since I've been in this capital city, when you look at the price, when you look at things to do, you look at food, you look at nightlife, and the friendliness of locals, I rate this as one of my favorite capitals I've been to in the world. So let's go through. I wanted to go through, first of all, and tell you a few things. Maybe you're planning on coming here and you've got some concerns. I'm going to open one of my Greek beers, first of all. This is a common one you'll find in the stores called Fix Hella. Fix Hellas, and another one is Alpha. You'll find those all over if you go. Good tasting beer. It's about 6% alcohol. I think both of them are. I don't see it on here, but I think that's what it is. Good tasting stuff. Anyhow, when I travel, I love to go to YouTube. I like to look up what foreign people think of different cities and what their opinions are, rather than listen to some local person talk about his own city, because I think you can learn a lot. Anyway, some things that I notice after speaking to people. Athens is one of the largest cities here in this whole entire part of Europe, with about 4 million people or so, give or take some. So it's a big place. It's really spread out. There's a couple places in the city you can climb to the top of these little hills and this little mountain, and you can see everywhere. You can see how far this place goes. It's massive. But one thing that concerns a lot of people when they travel to a place that big is safety. And, knock on wood, I've had zero encounters that were even slightly threatening. So Greece, if you look it up and you read some of the statistics, rape, murders, things like that are very uncommon. When you compare this size city to a size city in the USA, even a way smaller city in the USA, America is so much more dangerous than it is here. You very rarely see serious major crimes like that. Pickpocketing and things like that is common, especially on the buses and on the metros, like if you're coming from the airport, because they pack lots of people in there. And there's lots of foreigners here. It's not all Greeks. You've got lots of refugees, you've got gypsies, and you have lots of other foreigners. So it's easy. That tends to bring the criminal element of the local population out to take advantage of the foreigner, but it also allows these foreign fools who are here to take advantage of other foreigners. So just be careful with that. Watch your wallet. Keep your wallet in a place that you can see and keep track of it. A good thing is like one of those money belts. I bought one because like a money belt that goes up under your clothing up in here, and you can put your valuables in there and it's right against your skin and nobody can see it. I did that when I went to Somalia because they didn't have bank ATMs there, so I had to bring a lot of cash. So that's a good solution maybe. Anyway, it's safe. I've walked around till 3, 4 in the morning all over the city here and had zero problems here. So don't worry about that. Number 2, tipping is something that I've noticed. I'm an American, so when I go to a country and I have good service or even slightly decent service, I always tip. And I ask a lot of the students, I talk to a lot of the Greek students about tipping, and they said just tip a little bit. Some of them don't tip at all. I did notice though, if you come from the USA and you like to use your debit or credit cards in restaurants and things like that, there's not a spot on the bottom of the credit card to add tip to it. So you just sign it for the total amount, so you have to leave cash tips. And I've been to about probably 10 places I've used my credit card to eat and things like that, and there's not been a spot for credit card tip. So anyway, I usually tip about €1 no matter what, €1, €1.50 if I eat somewhere and it's €10. I tip 10, at least 10%, something like that, you know. Next, driving here. Oh my God, I don't drive here. I've not driven, but I did. Once I got to the airport, I took a taxi down here. It was 9 o'clock at night. Traffic was horrible. This is a huge city that was built years and years and years ago. I mean, this is where civilization originated, guys and gals. And so the infrastructure is not made for so many people. So the traffic is horrible. But the worst part about traffic here, I don't think I could drive here because of those little motor scooters. You've got scooters going between lanes, in and out of traffic, even up on the sidewalk. So if you're as a foreigner walking on the sidewalks, these scooters come up on the sidewalks too. I mean, it just looks like utter chaos. No disrespect to the Greek people. Maybe they know what they're doing, but I would not drive here. I would take a taxi or I would just walk. I stay here in the center, really good place here by Acropolis. Everything is within walking distance that I want to do. Even if it's far, I walk anyway. That's what I would do. Don't drive here. Next one, number 4. To get here from the airport, if you fly into the airport is a long way out of town. It's about 20 kilometers from downtown. There is a metro. They say it takes 40 minutes to get from the airport to downtown, and I think it runs all night. But you need to look that up, but it's cheap. I took a taxi. A taxi is $35, and it takes about an hour to get there. The metro takes about 40 minutes. They say a taxi, even late at night, it took about 40 minutes. I'm sorry, let me correct you. I did not take the taxi clear from the airport. I took one of my office managers in Thessaloniki. She dropped me off in a suburb, and that took us about 20 minutes to get to that suburb, and then she got me a taxi from there to downtown, which cost me 30 euros, and it took about 40 minutes. So you're gonna pay 30, 40. They say after midnight to 5 a.m., the taxis at the airport to bring you downtown Athens is 50 euros. So always ask the driver what it's gonna be before you get in. That's usually what I do. There's also buses that go from the airport to downtown, but I didn't want to take them. They're packed, they're slow, and so I took a taxi. Next one, common sayings here. Something you'll notice when you get to Greece. I really like their beer, as you can tell, is you always want to speak a little bit of the local language, you know. You know, those of you who know me know I live in Serbia, and I've been there for what, how long now? Almost eight and a half years, and I speak very little Serbian, but I use the common phrases just to be respectful. Something you're gonna hear over and over here is kalimera. Kalimera means good morning. It means hi. People just use it for good day, etc. So kalimera, you're gonna hear that when you go into a restaurant or you see somebody kalimera. That's very common here. And they say you can say kalimera as in, hey, good morning, as in a welcome greeting and a departure greeting, kalimera, okay? Another one is yasas. Yasas is the formal hello, like yasas. That's like plural if there's 2 people, or to be very polite. Yasu is informal. So if you know somebody, you say yasu, which is just hi, you know, like what up, you know, something like that. Another one is thank you, is Efharistos. Efharistos is thank you. So you want to say that. I had been saying Haristos because I was thinking as in like Jesus Christ. Like in Serbia they say Christos. Christos, something like that, like Jesus. Okay, that's what I was thinking, but it's Efharistos. Efharistos is thank you. So just so you know, use those and it makes you feel better. Every time I say it to a Greek person, they're always, they're thinking, you dumb son of a bitch, probably. Internet. 6. Internet in the apartments here in Greece, it's not very good. In Thessaloniki, it was terrible. Here in Athens, in my apartment, it's not good either. It's very slow upload speed. I upload videos, big files, and it takes a long time. Even Instagram 1-minute stories take a long time. So the internet is not really, really good here. So just be prepared for that. Number 7, water heaters in the house. Once you get an apartment here in Greece, if you do an Airbnb, the water heater, they're gonna have the fuse box available. And you have to remember to turn the water heater on to warm it up before you get in, like 30 minutes before. If you're from the USA, that's such a difficult thing to remember. I'm used to it because I live in Serbia, and Serbians have a little light switch to turn it on and off. They say always turn it off when you're taking a shower because it's dangerous. I never do in Serbia, and I'm still alive. But here in Greece also, the 2 places I stayed, the last one in Thessaloniki, I had no hot water, and I thought, what the hell? I told the lady I rented it from when I checked out, I said, hey, everything's great, but no hot water. She said, you have to turn it on. And I said, oh, I didn't know, because I didn't see the switch on the outside. It's in the fuse box. They expect you to go to the fuse box and turn it on, and then remember to shut it off. So that's difficult if you're from the West. Remember to turn it on and turn it off. Number 8, costs of food. Food here, everything is fairly reasonably priced, I think. It's all in euros, of course. That's the currency here in Greece. And I just ate breakfast somewhere, had a really nice omelet, a little salad, and it was €4.50. A beer in the supermarket, I got this beer and this one, it was €2.50. And these are big ones, they're 0.5 milliliter beers. And they're strong beers, they're nice beers. I like Greek beer. But you know, you can eat a lot for under 10 bucks. Even nicer place. I ate a place really nice, beautiful, big pasta dish with chicken and bacon and everything in it. It was phenomenal, and it was like €8. So you can eat a lot for under 10 euros. Beers are about $1 if you go to a bar. Sometimes they're 2.50, 3. Coffee, some of the places you get coffee, that's kind of expensive. I went to a couple places, the really touristy areas, and like I drink a big Americano, and it's like $3.50 cappuccino, you know, but food items I think are fairly cheap. Coffees I think are a little bit more expensive, but maybe it's just places I went. Number 9, Greek people. Everything I'd read about the Greek people before I came here, there was something, I'll have to look for the article, but it said Americans are least popular in Greece. Out of all the European peninsula, that Greeks had an issue with American people. I found that to be just bullshit. I met numerous folks here. I'm a guy, as I walk around the city, I travel by myself, so maybe my internet doesn't work. I'll ask somebody a question. I'll say, excuse me, do you speak English? People are very, very nice. A lot of the people I bumped into were foreigners. There's so many foreigners here, but the actual Greek people, the guy who cut my hair, phenomenal. I told him that. I said, hey, I heard that Greeks are not fans of Americans. He said, no. He said, we love American people when they come here. He said, we think that Americans are not as educated, that they look at Greece as every building is white with the blue windows and things like that. And I said, yeah, that's exactly what I thought, you know. But really nice. A couple people asked where I was from in this place. I told them America. They were thrilled. I mean, very, very nice people. They're very similar to, very Balkany. They sit in the cafes all the time, drink coffee, and they're very social people. I found them to be very, very nice to me. Nothing but love for the Greek people. And they're Orthodox Christians mainly. The majority of Greeks, they have the Greek Orthodox Church, very similar to Serbia. They have a real brotherhood with the Serbs. I was going like that, that means tensions, but they're brotherly with the Serbs because they're Orthodox Christian. 10. Also about getting around here in Greece, back to the Greek people. Here, many of the older folks do speak English, which is a little bit odd. In Serbia, they don't. People over 30s in Serbia tend to not speak English as well. Here, lots of them do, because this has been a tourist destination for years and years and years. It's one of the most, there's even a tourism museum here, because tourism was really founded here. This is the heart of civilization, the birthplace of it. So people have been coming here for years and years and years. So most of the shops you go into, restaurants, they have English menus, and the staff speaks English. And people are friendly. The young folks too are friendly. I've had nothing but I've had no issues whatsoever with the people understanding me, so it's been great. Last but not, or up into communicating and getting around, lots of things you'll notice are like the signage here, like signs on businesses and stuff. Lots of it are just in the Greek script, so it's very difficult to understand. You don't see a lot of the translations in the shops and things such as that. But other than that, you can go in, you can ask them questions, people are going to know. And that's it. Athens is an awesome city. I'm thinking about buying an apartment here. They said you could buy apartments here really cheap, like 700-800 euros a square meter, which is so cheap. And it's beautiful, it's fun. Airbnb prices down here, you could always find a place for like 30 euros a night. And this is it. This is a 30 euro a night apartment here. This is what you get. You get a big kitchen. That's what you have to remember to turn on when you want to take a shower and turn it off. This is the bathroom. This is the bedroom. And this is 30 euros, my friends. And then look out here. You even got a big balcony. I'm on the corner. On a beautiful street, quiet street. I thought those were orange trees, but they're not. You can't eat them. They're really sour. But they make jams out of them. But anyway, this is what you can get for 30. So check on Airbnb. Don't get a hotel. Use Airbnb. 30 bucks for this. So you can't beat it. Anyway, my friends, that's it from Athens, Greece. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.